Summary: the Prophet advised against injustice and encouraged fairness in the distribution of wealth. The Prophet said that the best people are those living in his generation, followed by those coming after them, and then those coming after the second generation. He also warned of dishonest and untrustworthy people who will come after them, as well as obesity. Sahih al-Bukhari 2650. Narrated in Nu'man bin Bashir, my mother asked my father to present me a gift from his property, and he gave it to me after some hesitation. My mother said that she would not be satisfied unless the Prophet was made a witness to it. I, being a young boy, my father held me by the hand and took me to the Prophet. He said to the Prophet, his mother, bint Raha, requested me to give this boy a gift. The Prophet said, "Do you have other sons besides him?" He said, "Yes." The Prophet said, "Do not make me a witness for injustice." Narrated Ash-Shubai that the Prophet said, "I will not become a witness for injustice." Sahih al-Bukhari 2651. Narrated Zadam bin Mudrab, I heard Imran bin Hussein saying, the Prophet said, "The best people are those living in my generation, then those coming after them, and then those coming after the second generation." Imran said, "I do not know whether the Prophet mentioned 2 or 3 generations after your present generation." The Prophet added, "There will be some people after you, who will be dishonest and will not be trustworthy, and will give witness, evidences, without being asked to give witness, and will vow but will not fulfill their vows, and obesity will appear among them." Explanations. The first hadith is about the importance of justice and fairness when it comes to distributing wealth. And Nu'man bin Bashir's mother asked his father to give him a gift from his property, but his father hesitated. His mother insisted that the Prophet Muhammad be made a witness to it, so they went to him with their request. The Prophet asked if Nu'man had any other siblings, and upon learning that he did, he warned against injustice and said, "I will not become a witness for injustice." This hadith teaches us that we should always strive for justice when distributing our wealth among our children or anyone else. We should not show favoritism or partiality towards one person over another. We must also remember that Allah is watching us at all times, so we must be careful not to do anything unjust or unfair even if no one else knows about it. The second hadith is about how each generation has its own set of best people. The Prophet Muhammad said that the best people are those living in his own time period. He then mentioned 2 or 3 generations to come afterwards who would be less virtuous than his own generation. He warned that these generations would have dishonest and untrustworthy individuals who do not fulfill their promises or vows and suffer from obesity. This hadith teaches us to strive for excellence in our lives so we can be counted among the best of our respective generations. It also serves as a reminder to stay away from dishonesty and untrustworthiness, which can lead us astray from righteousness and piety.